Hello everyone, this is the parent information video for our Chatterpillars group. What we'll cover today is what to expect from the groups, our group aims, how we support children in learning and combining words, and the group structure and activities, which include free play, group time, and an interactive story. But first I'll cover some of our policies. There will be 4 sessions in total, and each one is approximately an hour long. If your child is sick and unable to attend a session, please let us know by calling this phone number. Our discharge policy is that if your child misses 2 sessions within the block, they will be discharged from speech and language therapy. And for safety reasons, please be with your child at all times and please arrive on time, as we'll have other groups running throughout the day, so try not to come more than 5 minutes early. And again, if you can't attend, please let us know on this phone number. The aims of the group. The aims of our group is to support your child to learn different types of words and to combine words together. And I'll play a short video now on how children learn words.
Words. Children need words to be able to communicate with other people. Words help us to understand stories, follow instructions, make friends, use sentences, and communicate our wants and needs. So how do children learn words? There are lots of ways that children learn words. 4 of these ways are listening, experience, making links, and repetition. Listening. Children need to hear a word so they can learn it. Speaking to children is one way to support word learning. Children also hear words in songs and when you're talking about everyday routines. Experience. Children need to experience a word in lots of different ways. For example, in a book, at the park, and at nursery or at school. Making links. When children hear a new word, it helps to link this to what they already know. For example, words could be similar in their meaning, like tall, high, or long. Or a word might be in the same group, like cat, dog, or hamster. Talking about this can help children to learn new words. Repetition. Children need to hear words lots of times in many different contexts to learn what they mean. So now you know 4 ways you can use to help children learn new words.
So that are some of the ways that children can learn words, and this is a visual showing the order in which children typically learn words. So usually it's naming words first, or nouns such as mama, car, cup, and apple, and then they start to incorporate some action words or verbs like eat, sleep, and wash, and then some describing words like big, red, hot, and on, and finally grammatical words like is, and the. Children typically learn naming words and action words first because they are able to get their point across using just those 2. But it is important to note that this varies within languages. Combining words. We'll use activities to support your children to learn new words and combine them together. This could include nouns and nouns like mummy milk, or nouns and adjectives like yummy cake, or nouns and verbs like daddy come. The group structure. There will be a lot of repetition within the sessions, as repetition is key for word learning. And the group structure will include free play, group time, and an interactive story. If your child doesn't want to join in, that's completely fine. They might become more interested and comfortable as the weeks go on. Firstly, free play. Free play is a time where your child will engage in play and you will join in following your child's lead. We'll come to support you to set a goal for your child and have a think about what's already supporting your child's communication and play, what they already enjoy in play, and think about what types of words your child uses and when they use them. So an example of this might be saying ball to request the ball. And we will also try new strategies to extend your child's utterances or combine their words together. The importance of child-led play. Children get joy from play and learn through play, and there's no right or wrong way to play. children have different interests and play in different ways, and that's great. Why we follow your child's lead is if they're doing something they're interested in, they're more likely to get enjoyment out of it, pay better attention, and therefore have more learning opportunities and be more motivated to communicate. A strategy we frequently use is commenting, which I'll play a short video on now.
Commenting is used all the time in everyday conversations. It can be a great way to share ideas or opinions. When talking with children, it is very common to use more questions than comments. Questions are overwhelming for children and can lead to them feeling tested and anxious. Imagine every child has a bucket, and when asked a question, information is taken out of the bucket. However, when comments are used with a child, language is added to the bucket. Language develops in children when they are provided information to think and talk about. By increasing the number of comments used, a child hears many new words in different situations without the pressure to respond. A hand is a great reminder for the ideal number of comments to make. Every finger represents a comment, and the thumb represents a question or an invitation to contribute. Ideally, that is 4 comments to every question. When next interacting with a child, use a hand to count how many comments can be made in a minute. So what to comment on? There are lots of different things to comment on, for example, objects, actions, feelings, and describing words. When tempted to ask a question, try and answer the question out loud. If the question is, "What can you see?" a comment could be, "It's a red truck." Another strategy is to pretend to be a sports commentator. For example, "He's got the ball, he's running down the field, he scores a try, and the crowd goes wild." Instead of commenting on sports, try commenting on a storybook. "The dog is sitting at the bus stop. Here comes the yellow bus. The dog is happy, he's on the bus. The end." Commenting is a crucial part of developing a child's communication skills and helping their language tree grow. So next, when talking with a child, focus on filling up their bucket rather than emptying it.
Perfect. And the next section of the group is group time. Why groups? We use groups because it gives children opportunities to learn and practice communicating with their peers, and also develop skills such as turn taking and sharing. During group time, we'll incorporate a lot of singing, and this is because children are typically very interested in the sing-song voice. Songs contain a lot of repetitive language and rhyme, different types of words, and lots of catchy word combinations. It typically grabs the child's attention and provides a multimodal learning experience, as during singing we will combine words, actions, and signs, and this will support their understanding. And another activity we do is What's in the Bag, where we put objects into a word bag, let your child take an item out, we'll label the item and add an action or describing word. For example, if your child removes an apple, we might say, "It's an apple, eating the apple." And finally, we'll do an interactive story. Why sharing books is important is children are typically interested in books. It provides a visual learning experience, and there's lots of repetitive language in books and different types of words and word combinations. And reading books is an opportunity for shared enjoyment between you and your child. In the first session, you'll be given a home task, which we call the Tree of Talking, where the idea is to add the words you hear your child using until we can fill up the Tree of Talking, but we can discuss that more in the first session. For now, please check your phone and email for information about the date, time, and location of the face-to-face group sessions, and if you have any questions before the group, feel free to contact us on this number. Thank you so much for listening, and we look forward to meeting you all in person. Thank you so much.